It started last year. We decided to announce that the Fantastic Four is coming to the contest, and the Silver Surfer is very connected to the Fantastic Four. And so he's been, for this last year, finding all the members of the Fantastic Four. He started with the Thing, and then it was the Human Torch, Invisible Woman, Mr. Fantastic, and now his promise was kept and they are all reunited. His story is one of the best stories in comics. He's definitely my favorite character in Marvel Comics. He's a very different character from others. He's not a superhero. He's more like a very noble soul. And he made a deal with, Galactus, this being that consumes planets, to save his planet from being consumed, and in exchange for being his herald, to be the person that guides Galactus towards different planets to be devoured. So he becomes the Silver Surfer, and for a while he's working for Galactus, finding new planets and trying to find planets that don't have sentient life. And he comes to Earth and he meets the Fantastic Four, and then he changes his mind. He decides to save Earth and go against his master. When you bring a character like the Silver Surfer to the game, like is my absolute favorite character and a very important character in the Marvel Universe, you have to do it right. There's no other way. People's expectations will be through the roof, and there's a lot of fans like me that expected this character to come to the contest for a long time. So we don't want to screw it up.
Silver Surfer has been a long time in the making, somebody that we showed off last December when we announced the Fantastic Four for the year, so we've been very excited to get him into the game. The main thing that he has is this Power Cosmic buff, so he's imbued with the Power Cosmic from Galactus, and he can consume that buff and turn it into other buffs. So while it's active, he'll rotate between different things, and he can charge a heavy attack to consume his Power Cosmic buff, turn it into whichever buff was available, and he also phases at the same time, so it's safe for him to charge his heavies. We gave him a new Vigilance buff, which allows him to bypass missing opponents. So if you're invisible or if you're phasing, he'll be able to see you and still attack you. He's one of those characters who's going to be very easy to pick up, but he's going to be very difficult to master. Because he's all about collecting all these unique buffs and trying to keep as many of them up as possible at once, it's easy once you start playing him, but when you're juggling a bunch of these buffs and trying to figure out, okay, well, how do I get into my Special 2 with my Precision from my Dex, and can I keep my Vigilance buff from my SP1, and how many of these rotating buffs do I have active at the same time? What synergies did I bring with me? Like if you bring in the Heimdall synergy, for example, he'll give you a Precision buff. It's possible to get an Indestructible buff from him as well. So you're always going to be trying to think of like, how can I push these unique buffs to their absolute max when I launch my Special 2 and do as much damage to this opponent.
The Fantastic Four storyline was amazing. It's been a great story to tell in the Contest of Champions. I still remember the day we pitched that, bringing the Fantastic Four back to Marvel. We show a whole timeline, and it felt like a very long timeline. First we do this, we'll bring a character here, second, third, fourth, Silver Surfer, and then we go into other villains with Dr.Doom, Galactus, and it felt like a really long and sprawling kind of plan. And it still there's a lot to go, but the first phase of it is basically complete this December. It just passed like a flash because you're having so much fun, right? But I can't wait to show people the next phase, because we always want to make it bigger and bigger and more exciting. So yeah, this phase is complete. I hope people really like this. And now on to chapter 2.